And welcome to my project on Armada by Ernest Cline. The story follows Zach Lightman, who plays an online video game about defending against an alien invasion, only to find out the game is a simulator to prepare people around the world for an actual invasion. This book incorporates real worlds and moons for its habitable planets, such as Tau Ceti 5 for the Sobrikai race, which is a frozen rock-type exoplanet with extractable water and nitrogenic atmosphere. It also has other elements and metals, with a strong magnetosphere which aids against solar wind and emerging plate tectonics. Another habitable planet we have discussed in class is Europa, with a subsurface ocean with an icy crust layer, potential volcanism and tidal heating, with possible hydrothermal vents. These all supply the building blocks for life. Salinity of water induces a magnetic field as it passes and utilizes Jupiter's magnetic field, which helps to protect the oxygenic atmosphere from solar wind and radiation. Some radiation from Jupiter also can help in creating oxidizing chemicals helpful in creation like hydrogen peroxide and oxygen. Potential alien biology in the book would be chemoautotroph metabolism, which would feed off the energy through oxidation processes on the ocean floor. These would include extremophiles such as barophiles due to high pressure environments, hypothermophiles around the heat by hydrothermal vents, and halophiles in salty environments. As for alien interaction in the book, it's mostly negative as it's based in conflict. Most of the communication is through radio transmissions and visual transmissions of scenes from popular cult films and television, which is established in cryptic messages. As for SETI, there's a test presented, which is a first contact scenario with a misunderstanding which led to a declaration of war and sought to determine how we would react as a human race. The first contact is of the Pioneer 10 flyby, which instead saw a symbol of a swastika on the surface of Europa in 1973. Following that, the Envoy 1 lander in 1976 set down in the thermomacular region and tried to see a visual by drilling through the ice crust. Fictionally in the book, Nixon also tried to drop a nuke in there. 4 decades following, Europa tried to attack 37 times, utilizing the Jovian opposition every 398 days, when the Sun and Jupiter are at opposite ends of the Earth in order to send a force. Ultimately, everything results in a ceasefire, which leads to finally a positive interaction, where the emissary at the end of the book tells Zach that everything was just a test, in order to see if humanity could supersede our primitive base nature for war and hostility and achieve peace through conflict. This all falls in line with the dark forest theory and the Fermi paradox as to why we haven't established contact yet. Excuse me. The whole interaction leads to Earth's advancement and the reaping of a plethora of benefits, such as medical tech and clean energy tech, and even like help to solve greenhouse gas emissions, all ensuring an optimistic future on our planet. As for space travel, the spacecraft capabilities defy physics, such as the conservation of momentum. With faster than light galactic travel and non-existent propulsion technology, the ships can go 7 times faster than the speed of light, which defies Einstein's theory of relativity, such as one ship can travel from the asteroid belt to the moon in less than 8 hours, and a trip from Earth to the far side of the moon in 40 minutes. There were no G-forces imposed on passengers, as the ships include a generator which creates a small inertial cancellation field around the craft, harnessing the aligned spin of gyromagnetic particles to alter the curvature of space-time. Altogether, the ships can maneuver effortlessly and smoothly and extremely fast even through atmosphere at escape velocity. As I said, it defies momentum. The ships were able to go suborbital and so on. Ultimately, I would recommend this book. It wasn't too bad of a read. It had an exciting storyline, science fiction and pop culture references, themes of interstellar travel and war, and the human condition. It was very well informed and referenced lots of scientific fact and understanding in physics, biology, astrobiology, terminology, and so on. It also drew reference as to why we haven't made contact yet with extraterrestrial life. All in all, it was a good read. Thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope you have a good summer.